Hello, everyone. Welcome to First Mondays with the BizChicks. It's our networking event, and we are so excited to be here tonight. We hope that you'll come on in and tell people about what you do and how you do it. Hey, I'm here with my friend and co-host, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur, tech diva. I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups, and we're the BizChicks. And our networking event is where you can share, connect, and grow. So, we're excited and we hope that you are too. I've got things binging and pinging over here, and we've got the clubhouse open, and we've got a guest in the seat already, guys. Hey, we are excited. Hi, Fran. How you doing? You want to tell the people what they won?
Yeah, well, here at BizChicks, we are always happy to help you uh, grow your business. And one of the ways that we do that is to help you with tips, tools, strategies, especially where tech is concerned, and help you use your tools that you've acquired, skill set, help you figure out how to use those tools so that you can build a profitable business that's fun to run and to help you take the hassle out of your hustle. That is what we do. We do that through one of three ways. We got workshops, most of our workshops surround tech. We do mastermind groups where we kind of help with the drunk monkeys and bears on bikes and all of the stuff that might be going on in your head. And then we do office hours, which are one-to-one sessions where we can help you think through some processes that maybe where you got stuck on something. But that's what we kind of do in a nutshell.
Well, I want you to know, friend, that we got some folks over here on the live stream. Carlos says he's here and he's ready to network. Cecilia's in the house, yes, and we have Luana Parker in the house, so we are excited about that. Where shall we begin?
And because I got Mark Ward over here on Clubhouse.
Hi.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Mark. How you doing?
Yeah, so the First Mondays is always a fun thing. We would normally be at Seasons 52, and I believe there's a Seasons 52 in Chicago, Mark. Great restaurant. And the all of the fare, the food fare, this is a side note, nothing is over 595 calories, but the food is awesome. Just saying. Okay, so normally we would be at Seasons 52. We would be sitting and ordering and having food. So you all get to bring your favorite beverage and your favorite snack, but you get to come and talk to us all about what it is that you do, how you do it. And so, are there any other preliminaries?
I don't think so. We do have Patricia Murray in here all the way from North Carolina, too.
Ooh,
we got New York, North Carolina.
Yeah. Well, we might want to have Pat come in. Pat, if you'd like to, if your camera ready and you want to join in, or you can join in over on Clubhouse if you'd like to tell us what it is you've been up to. We love to have you come say something as well. So I know this is so fun. And we're not gonna bore you and keep you any longer than we have to. So with that, so I guess first up is Luana Parker.
Yes, ma'am.
All the way from Sacramento, California. And she travels abroad. So, not just Sac, but she's here. And she's going to tell us what she's been up to. Luana is a woman of many, many talents, but we'd like to hear what it is that she's been up to lately.
How you doing, Luana?
Hi.
So good to have you in the house.
Okay, thank you. It's good to be here. Wow, I think my bandwidth is acting up.
No, you're fine.
You're doing frozen on my side.
No,
anyway, it's great to be here with you guys.
Good. Yes. There's no delay on our end, so you're fine.
So just talk and act like ain't nothing wrong.
Tell us a little bit about what you've been up to. I've heard you've been running some workshops.
Yes, I've been doing some journaling workshops, and that is so much fun. And what's amazing is that there are a lot of people who are actually interested in that, but they don't always know how to get started. So I'm having fun working with them, and
Mhm.
had fun doing my challenge today with Facebook Live talking about that, and that was a now I know why I don't like to do Facebook Live. That was a challenge, but I got it
Yeah,
out there.
you got it out there. That was what we were talking about this morning, just getting out there, talking about what it is that you do and letting people know, because they really don't want the polished up version. They just want to know how you can help.
Mhm.
Mm.
Just to,
Absolutely.
just tell them,
Tim Gillette
hey,
says,
we
and
got
look,
Tim Gillette in the house too.
he
Oh my
Woo-hoo.
gosh.
look, it's the world famous Lawana
Oh
Parker.
my gosh. Tim is in the
Mhm.
house. I'll hear about this on Wednesday.
Hey Tim, how you doing?
In his Texas air,
Hi, Tim.
That's okay. We got a green check for Lawana. She's certified. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
no. So Luana, what does the journaling what does that
workshop.
entail?
Well, it's all about helping people to get things out of their head, as you were talking about earlier. Sometimes we walk around with stuff on the inside, and it affects our health. So
Mm,
through journaling, we can get that out. And there's so many things that you can use journaling for. I mean, you can set goals with it. You can keep yourself motivated with it. You can even take stuff that you've written and possibly turn it into a book, which is one of the reasons why I decided that this was something I really wanted to investigate, because when I did some journaling a couple of years ago, that's exactly what I did. It became a
mhm.
book.
Oh,
Hmm. So I'm really
Nice.
excited about that.
Right. So and so you can help people through that first hurdle of getting the process started, because sometimes it's more than just picking up the pen and starting to write. It's facing whatever might be going on um in when you're starting out, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And one of the things that I discovered in the writing class that I did was that because I made sure that everybody understood this was a closed session. I
mhm.
did record it, but the recording was for my benefit. The recording would not be shared with, not even with them, because I didn't want to take a chance on one of them sharing it with someone else. And
Oh,
everyone was able to talk about whatever they wanted to, if they wanted to. And the fun part was that I gave them a prompt, they wrote, and they actually, about 5 or 6 of them raised their hands at the same time when I asked if anyone wanted to share. And they just want to be able to feel comfortable talking about the things that are bothering them, putting it on paper. But the best thing that I like about journaling, there's really two of them. One, it's between the two of you and that piece of paper you're writing on, and you can always destroy it, burn it, tear it up, dump it in the trash, whatever you want to do, flush it down the toilet stool. And the other is that it's just a way to open up.
mm.
Really does set you free.
Nice.
Wow. I never
So
thought of it that way.
Mhm.
I, I- and I can see how it would help. It's almost like going live for the first time. It kind of once you do it and break through it, because this is journaling too. It's just uh,
Video
it's
journaling.
video. It's just a live video. Because see, you can go live on your own Facebook, and you can go live on your own Facebook and keep it to yourself, keep it
Mhm.
to share only you, so that you get used to doing it. And so video journaling is another form of journaling.
Yes, I was tempted to do that with my Facebook Live today, make it just for me. But I decided if I did that, I would always be doing that. So I went ahead and
Wow.
sent it out anyway.
All right.
Mhm.
Terry, if you would put the link in the chat for anybody who um, Hey, Mark. If you put the link in the chat so that if they want to join on live on the BizChicks, they can. Or if anybody wants to not be on camera and still speak, you can come to Clubhouse. And
Okay.
I'll put
So
the
you want it
Clubhouse
in the
link in there too.
comments? You want it in the
Yeah.
comments? Okay.
Yes, please. And then I'll put the link for Clubhouse in the comments too, in case somebody wants to join in without speaking. You're going to need to have some type of Apple device until they
There
finish.
you go, Pat.
So when are they going to open it up for the rest of us?
Well, they are already. I
We're
read
working
this
on it.
morning that they already started the rough beta testing,
Mm.
so that it can, so that they just started rough beta testing on Android.
Mhm.
And it's very rough right now. So that means a whole lot of people don't have the a whole lot of people don't have access yet, but they're
There you
working
are.
on it. Hey, Pat, we'll bring you up in just a moment. And
Yeah.
and let's see, how can I do this?
Mark has a comment here. Did you read it while I was putting the link in?
Go ahead, please.
Okay. It says here, journaling, especially with a prompt, is an incredibly powerful means of reaching greater clarity. I utilize stream of consciousness journaling with my clients often. It removes the barriers that stand in the way of your inner wisdom. Wow, that sounds really deep.
Well, it is. It's almost like getting in touch with God is kind of how I look at it, because you can put something down and then put it someplace you don't want people to see unless you don't care, and then come back to it a day or two later, and you'd be surprised at the answers that come to you. It's that's why I say it's almost like reaching out to God and having Him respond to you.
Wow.
Wow. I like that. Mark, I just wanted to read this part again. I utilize a stream of consciousness journaling with my clients often. It removes the barriers that stand in the way of your inner wisdom, because we probably have the answer. We always talk about it. The answer is in you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
it's not like what was that sci-fi program that they was always looking for people, the X-Files. The answer is out there, but the answer is actually in you, not necessarily out there.
Okay. Wow.
I think all the answers are in us. You know,
Right.
I'm just gonna say this. People can laugh if they want, but I remember years ago when I really wanted a way to be able to look at my soap operas, because I had to go to work and the soap opera was on while I was at work. And so during summer vacation and Christmas vacation, I'd have my children actually recording them on a cassette recorder, those little tiny things we used to use many long years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so I could come home and listen to them. And I kept complaining and said, why don't somebody invent a way so I can look at my soap operas? The same month we moved to Sacramento, I heard about the VCRs. And I go, thank you.
You wrote it down.
First time something like that happened. So I just figured I asked him and he found a way for me to have what I wanted.
All right.
Maureen says journaling keeps you honest with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Right. And then Mark says 100% correct. It's like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz. You had the slippers on the entire time.
It was all inside of you.
Right. The answer was there. Just click 3 times. I'm sure she was like, couldn't you have just told me to click my heels 3 times and we'd have been out? But they had to go through the little journey to understand the wisdom of it all.
Wow, I love it. Click 3 and you're out. Wow.
Yeah. And hey, Carrie. Carrie said she was able to download the app on her Android, and that's the Clubhouse app. Carrie, if so, I just sent you a link. Hopefully you can get in over there, because there's all. And okay, so the Clubhouse app I'm going to tell you now, Carrie, there might be some perpetrators over there who created something like Clubhouse on Android that may not be the Clubhouse. So you might want to, check at the door and make sure it ain't the California hotel that you're going to. Just check before you go in there, because I know that it was the app. There were a lot of people trying to clone it or do something to it. So just make sure you're in the right space. And if you're there and if you can come on in, then you would be able to join us over here in Clubhouse. I'd be curious to see. So if we wanted to get involved in some journaling, LaWanna, what do we need to do to reach you?
Well, right now, just email me at LaWanna@LaWannaSpeaks.com. I am currently having my website created so that people can actually go over there and click to get in. But the journaling classes are second and fourth Mondays. And wait for it, it's free.
Wow.
There's no cost.
Wait a minute. LaWanna at LaWannaSpeaks.com.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. And I'm glad you're back to using your LaWanna Speaks.
I was having problems with it, so I was reluctant to give it out, but I've been watching it and it's been working out for several months, so I can go back to giving it out.
Okay. Well, I want you to make sure I spelled everything correctly. Okay. So check the chat when you get a chance.
I will do that.
All right. So LaWanna, stay right there for a little bit. We're going to bring in we got Tim Gillette on that we're going to bring into the stream. We got Durham Skywriter we're going to bring into the stream, and we just want y'all to tell us what you got going on. And because Tim has some good stuff going on. Pat, what you got going on in Durham, South?
Hey, y'all.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay, I get the Carolinas.
I know. Linda's in South.
Yay, and I got Bobby Shadow over here on Clubhouse.
Bobby Shadow. Wow, where's he been?
Yeah, hey.
We're all getting back together.
Yeah.
Things are opening up again.
Yes, they are. Folks are coming out the house. How you doing, Pat?
I'm doing well. I'm riding my bike right now.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I have a, what's it called? It's called a, wait a minute. It is called a Flexi Spot, and it is a high quality stationary bike with a desk attached.
Really?
So I can do my work and ride a bike at the same time.
Oh, my goodness.
I like that.
Okay, you have to put that in the chat. Put the name of that in the chat, because see, a lot of us have a sedentary
yes.
Because
looks like I'll have to do it after I leave, and then I'll be able to
put it in the
comment in
comment.
the chat. Yeah.
I appreciate that, because I was just online looking for a desk that goes up and down.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. I kept complaining to people that I couldn't find time to walk. I had a nice walking routine right before COVID hit. And then I kept telling people, I said, why do I keep telling everybody I can't walk? So finally I said, let me do something about it, though, and stop complaining. So my sister and her husband had just gotten a stationary bike. So I looked at the one that they got on Amazon, and I said, now I know me. I'm not going to be able, not that I'm making excuses, but I know I'm not going to set time. If I'm not setting aside time to walk, I'm not going to set time aside to ride a bike. I need a bike that has a desk attached. I wonder if there's such a thing. Just like LaWanna was wondering, why can't I watch my daytime serials? And that problem was solved, right? So my problem was solved. Somebody did invent a bike with a desk attached. And the cool thing about it is that the desk can go up and down, and it's the perfect height for if you want to stand. Because, a lot of people are using the standing desks.
Yes.
So you can do the same thing, Fran, where you can, when you get tired of riding the bike, because sometimes I do this, sometimes I just stand up and work. It's the perfect height. It's the perfect height for standing. It's just absolutely perfect. And then I bought a what do you call it? A thing that you clamp onto the desk, and then you can put your laptop on top. And yeah,
Oh,
anyway, things are working out
so you
nicely.
can have everything on the desk. Nice.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So how is the Durham Skywriter going?
Oh, got the shirt. Woo!
Oh, okay.
So
Let's see. Come, hold on.
you know,
Show us that
whoa,
shirt, girl.
Show us the shirt.
Durham Skywriter. Woohoo!
With the
Durham
little
online
airplane.
community
Yes.
paper.
Okay. So can we order those?
Ooh, not yet. I'm setting it up. I'm still setting up my store.
Okay. All right.
But here's the thing. I've been doing my daily show for a year now because I started Bull City Hangout when COVID hit.
So
Finally, it's starting to work out in terms of my getting
sorry, guys.
Yeah, we
people
get-
wanting to partner and advertise. It took a year because I was starting to get really discouraged because I don't get a lot of viewers when I'm live. I do get viewers after the fact, people watching the replay.
Yes.
And I was like, I don't know if anybody likes my show because nobody's calling me and nobody's, boo hoo. But finally, it's catching on. I'm getting really cool guests, and people are wanting to partner with me and advertise and all that kind of good stuff. So I guess all I have to say is sometimes you're not going to be like an instant hit. Some people are instant hits and they make it look easy.
Yes.
They just go online and they got 1 million viewers, but
so they say.
I think
Go ahead.
the rest of us that aren't maybe as popular,
Look, she stop, girl. Stop it.
it takes a little longer, but it's worth it though.
Yes. Thank you for that, for those words of encouragement. You telling us to hang in there, girl. Thank you.
Exactly.
Mark says now all they need is to invent the bike with the desk that isn't stationary. Okay.
That's dangerous, Mark. I can imagine you trying to go somewhere and you're reading or doing some computer work while going down the street. Yeah, that's not going to work out. That's not going to end well.
That's not going to end well.
And Mark also says he prefers to think of it as having a very selective audience. Yeah.
Yeah. But still, even if you don't have a big ego, and I do not, you still want somebody to watch you while you're on every day. Sometimes it's disheartening to look up and see 0 viewers. Yeah,
and I hope Tim comes back because Tim has got some things that he's doing, and I really would like to hear what he has to say. But I still got Bobby Shadow over here.
Okay.
On Clubhouse. Bobby, what did you want to talk about? What do you, in just a second, I'm going to have you come up, and then Mark also. We're talking about what it is that you've got going on. And Pat, so you've got the Durham Skywriter going on. You've got the Bull City, what did you call it?
Bull City Hangout.
Okay, Hangout. And people are coming and they're hanging out with you.
Yeah.
And see, what people don't understand is sometimes it's got to be perseverance. Are you still going to show up when nobody else is showing up?
Yeah. But I'm going to add something else though. Because StreamYard made it possible for you to, now about screen sharing, but StreamYard has this new thing where you can show a video and talk over it. So it's not the same as screen sharing. You can actually show video footage. So what I'm going to start doing, and I thought I was going to do some videotaping today, but it rained, and so the Durham Senior Games were canceled for today. But what I'm going to start doing is heading out when something's happening, getting a few seconds of video footage. And when I do my show, I could say, hey, I was at Durham Senior Games this morning, and here's what they're doing. So I can actually
like a live news
reporter.
Exactly.
Or play-by-play at a sports event. And so and they did the da 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 da. Wow. Yeah, Tim said he'll be right back. That sounds kind of fun.
Yep.
You should try that. I'd like to see you try that out because I know you do in-person events in Sacramento. So just film like 10 seconds of the people coming in or the audience and say, we had a really good crowd today. We'd like to,
right.
Thank so-and-so for showing up and having such a good time, because it's like news footage. You're only going to show like 10 seconds.
Couple of seconds.
Right. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, the newscast doesn't do the whole 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So that is a new feature. So then I can go in, I can shoot the video, and then I can go show the video and talk over it while it's playing.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
now you can have the volume up if you like, or you can turn it down. The difference between it and video clips is that video clips you upload into StreamYard. Mm-hmm. This is like, I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how to do it yet, but it's like you're not, I think it doesn't show up during the replay or something. I'm not really sure how it works.
I'm going to test it out. I'm going to test it out. I think it might, how when you get ready to play a YouTube video, and there's a link for that, but this might play from your computer device. So I'm going to go in there and check it out, and we'll talk about it on Friday.
Because
if you need somebody to test it with, I'd be happy to do so, because I need to learn how to do it.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm going to reach out and we're going to talk about that, because I love to play in the sandbox, and you just gave me a new toy.
Yep. Okay. And we're going to hear from the clubhouse. I'm going to run because I've
you got to prove this engagement. Hey, Dr. Tati.
But guys,
nice seeing you.
I'm so glad to see you. And
nice to see you.
It's really good to see you, Pat. It's good to see you, Lawana. Lawana showed me some new things too over there on Zoom the other day, and I was just like, "Wow!" She's like, "Did you know this? Did you know that?"
So what we're going to do is we're going to put together a Zoom workshop, and Lawana, we're going to have you teach that workshop.
Wow!
Seriously, instead of us trying to figure all that stuff out, we just get the experts and let them teach the workshop.
Yes,
and then we will
definitely a subject matter expert when it comes to that. And I want to know about that bike, Pat. So don't.
Oh yeah, I'm writing it right now.
Okay, guys. So I'm going to exit stage left.
Okay, bye.
Okay, Terry, thank you.
Okay.
Go to the front of your own line, Terralina.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I got Bobby. Mark, did you want to say something on Clubhouse?
Fran, can you kick me out of here, please?
Okay. It won't let you leave?
I wonder if I...
It's saying, no, don't leave, don't
go. Okay, so I don't know why it won't kick her out. Mark, what did you say? Was that a yes or a no?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Mark, we got Mark Ward actually talking over here.
I don't see him.
I mean, what we're talking about this morning, for those who were present in this morning's BizChick chat, is exactly what I do. This morning we were talking about how you can either live your life consciously to create the life that you want, which is by design, or unconsciously by default. So that's exactly what I do. I'm a life strategist, been doing it since 1998. So I work with people individually to help them define success in some measurable capacity. And I partner with them. I stay with them to create the strategies to ensure that they actually achieve it. So it's really about, some people know what they want. Right? Some people know what they want, but they don't know how to get from here to there. They don't know how to get from the life they have to the life that they want. So I will work with you to help you bridge that gap to ensure that you achieve it. And some people just know that they are feeling unfulfilled, that something is missing, that they are not enjoying getting up every day anymore, that they are reaching for something, but they don't know, they're not conscious of exactly what that is. So in those cases, I will help people reach the clarity that they need. And then also, if they choose, work with them to create the strategies to ensure that they achieve that, so that it becomes more than just philosophy, but actual action and application.
Wow, thank you, Mark. And then so if you're looking for a life strategist, then you should be reaching out to Mark. And Mark, you can't put it over here, but you put your information in the chat on Facebook, please? Okay. Thank you, Mark. Now let's see, where are we? Oh, thank you. That was quick.
That was quick.
We got Tim Gillette all the way from
Tim.
Texas.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, well.
I'm having fun here in Texas. Yeah, I seen you on. I figured I'd try to jump on. Well, I seen LaWanna Parker on, so that always gets my attention. But LaWanna gets on camera.
So tell us what you got going on, Tim.
So I host events called Simple Easy Virtual Events. They're Simple Easy Marketing is our trademarked patent and trademarked idea. We started a thing in 2018 called Blog and VideoCon, which is a live-only event held in Dallas every November. And then we host another live event in May, but we won't be doing it this May because the world's just not ready to come out of COVID for events yet. But the event is designed in May to be a mastermind experience type event. It is not a speaker event. It is a learning and group participation type event. We're going to try to create that on screen using Zoom this coming month here in May 21st, 22nd with our monthly events. We host a monthly virtual event where we bring in 5 speakers, online marketing. They have 30 minutes worth of training. We have over 85 speakers who have spoken onto it, 185 topics, and still growing. And we make this available to anybody who wants to get out there for a very reasonable one-time lifetime membership, fee to join. And we give 50% of that fee away to charity. So we use our events every month to raise money for charity by giving away 50% of the ticket money, the virtual ticket money, to charity. And then we host 2 live events every year. It's all about online marketing. It's all about making it simple and easy for your customers to click, to buy, to do things that you want them to do. No more playing with the marketing games of this is what I do and then rolling around the game. No, let's make it simple and easy for that person to click on your website, get to know you, find you, and buy from you faster.
Yay. And now I highly advocate that you do that, because Tim, they do make it really, really simple. Really simple.
It is. I mean, and yes, I've done fun games over the years, and I teach people in my mastermind how to do fun games online that can actually build your list. One of them, as you girls mentioned earlier, was my Texas box of air. We are currently working on creating a COVID-free air box, and it's a promotional thing, and it's stuff like this that we've always done to help build your list. You guys met me in the Blab days. The Blab days, we use the the verified check mark. That was a list building.
Oh, no.
It was. Most people don't realize that while they're all like, yeah, that's cool. I added 600 people to my list with that.
Yep.
All because of a little gimmick that you play. And most people won't go out and try little things like that and then, teach from it. Well, we could come up with a gimmick for almost any of you to add 500-600 people to your list, and don't keep relying on these platforms like Facebook and Blab to build your list. Use them to get people to your list. Don't make them your list.
Right. And then I think, and see, the cool thing is that he has something to say when you get on the list. It's not nothing to offer, because a lot of the lists, they draw you in, but they're really not saying anything.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you can go to my events. You want to find out more about me, simpleeasyevents.com, simpleeasyevents.com. And, I appreciate you girls and everything you do. Man, I can't wait to get back out to Sacramento. I mean, I love that night that we actually sat down in the hotel and had a little chat.
Yeah, we had some coffee and just it's like,
hey, Chachi.
Yeah. So thank you, Tim. I appreciate you jumping in here and saying something.
I just want to say one thing about Tim, though. If I may interject, as a person who's been interviewing people since the 90s, and I'm really into interviewing. I really enjoy watching people or listening to people interview someone. A lot of people get the Yeti mic and they think that they're an interviewer all of a sudden, but they're not.
Mm-hmm.
But Tim is a really good interviewer. I really just like to, half the time when I watch your show, I'm not really necessarily into the subject matter, but I really like to watch Tim's show. He's a good interviewer.
I could interview someone who I totally disagree with and make you fall in love with them.
Yeah, and
I want you to think about that. I've had people on my show that I do not agree with what they do, but I still make them look good.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All the time. So, I mean, yeah, and anybody can be a guest. Anybody can apply to be a guest on my show. And we've built an automated process to walk people through. And that is one of the things we're doing for people with podcasts now is setting up, shows for them. You go to my site, it's timgillette.com/podcast interview. And there's a button. You click the button, put your name and information in. And the next time I talk to you, we will be live on camera recording the show. I don't have to play back and forth. Well, I have a system that set it all up for you, and we're now being asked by podcasters, like expert podcasters, call me last week. Hey, can you set that system up for me? And I'm like, yeah, it's easy.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Tim Tim is not like holding the information hostage like some people will do.
No.
Yeah. I can vouch for that. Tim is very open, and anything you ask, he's willing to share with you.
Yeah. So Luana's been in my mastermind for 2 years now, Luana?
2 years.
Yeah, yeah. 2 years. I mean, we have a very small mastermind. I only let a few people in every year. And, we some of us, our meetings on Wednesday nights, is like sometimes it's a life adventure we're talking about, and sometimes it's business, and, sometimes it's both. But you know what I mean? We've got some iconic people who've been through our mastermind. Over the years, my mastermind, the people who've been through it is just mind blowing. They come to me and go, you know what I mean? I'm sick of going to like these fancy gurus to pay tens of thousands of dollars to figure out the basics that I need to do myself. And like, why go through all of that? I get it. Grant Cardone is a great guy. Grant Cardone is a great program, and he can really help you take your program probably to 7 figures if you're making 6 figures. But if you're making $10,000 a year and you think you're going to go 7 figures with Grant Cardone, it's going to be a hard road, ladies and gentlemen. And most people don't realize that. I help the people who realize, man, I'm starting with 10 or 20, or, I got a list of 1,000 people. How do I grow that? As opposed to, you go to a Grant Cardone, you better have a list of like 10,000 people to be able to grow it, because his systems are designed to help you grow a bigger list to a large list. And most people are out there right now falling for it. Go, well, I'm going after the guru. And when they're broke because the system didn't work, then they call me and go, well, how can you help me? Simple, easy.
Simple, easy events.
Yeah. So,
thank you.
You bet.
Anybody else got questions for Tim? While you got him here, you better ask him some questions.
Ask me anything. I will answer it.
So you're still doing your live event this November, or are you going to wait till next year?
November. Let me give you the dates. It'll be in Dallas, Texas on November 4th, 5th, and 6th. We had contracts for 2020 with the Dallas Marriott in Las Colinas. There's a good chance that's going to fall through for November, and we're probably going to go with something in the Frisco, Texas area, Frisco or Plano, Texas area, because of just the ideas of, we're done playing with airport hotels who think they're God.
No.
You can get an Uber ride from any, back when we started doing events, there wasn't that much Uber ride stuff. And, we'd get hotels right by the airport so people can just take a shuttle. Well, now you can take an Uber ride for peanuts. You can go anywhere in the city to do an event. So,
wow.
What is that? What did that girl down there say? I wish this format allowed for names in each square.
And it normally does.
It does, but you didn't set it up, I guess.
You have to go in there and set it up. It's just a toggle, and it'll put every one of our names on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought we already had all that on.
Yeah, my name was on when I first came in. I'm not sure what happened.
Oh, show this. Oh, wait a minute. There you go.
See.
Boom.
So I even play with.
I didn't turn it off.
I write, change mine every now and then. That dude. But some people are putting like their website in. See, not on Facebook. It'll come through in a minute.
Yeah, it'll show.
It'll be there in a minute.
That dude.
Yeah, because Facebook has a delay always. There's always a delay.
You like you like it, that dude?
Yeah. And Lawana, your name is two words. Lawana.
Right, it's separated. But anytime I do a digital document, I put it together because otherwise they call me Law instead of Lawana.
Right. Okay. That's good. Okay. All right. Let's see. Maureen says I like that dude.
That dude.
Yeah.
So in COVID, Francine, I cut all my hair off.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Are you going to let
my audience grew? I cut my hair. My audience grew. I was blown away.
Right. I thought the long hair was working for you too, but okay.
Oh, well.
Hey.
And this is my natural color, not the blonde you guys have seen me in for the past 6 years.
But that was okay. It's still you though.
Yeah. That's it. So there comes a time when your brand is tweaks and chains. And when I started my brand, like I said, this was my original brand, was Rocker Life Coach. And like, that's not me. That wasn't what I did. And, most people put their brand in stone and then they tank onto it. I've always left my brand in a fluid situation so I could change it. And, that's what you do because, what you're doing now, you don't know. It's one tweak and it can evolve into something different. And that's all. Most people don't understand that one little tweak and it can open up magical doors for you. And luckily, I've been tuned into the right mentors and stuff that said, don't write it in concrete. Yeah.
So the brand is actually you, Tim Gillette, and one of the personas was the Rocker Life Coach.
Yeah.
Then, and so you could be whoever you want to be as long as you're Tim Gillette.
Yeah. No, and I started with Rocker Life Coach. Then we went to Tim Gillette's Rock and Roll Keys to Business Success. Then we went to Rock Around Your Blog. I'm looking at all the I actually had an event. We used to call our events Rockstar Success. Took the name Rockstar out of everything I do because I have a friend who just really went through a tough time with that. Millions of dollars, kid being sued because he couldn't. He was too close to too many brands. Yeah, so. Yeah.
All right.
That's why I went for our brand now. Like we're going to have that logo is going to be trademarked, but I have my trademarks up here is I actually trademarked the name Simple Easy Marketing. So
and I like it because it's easy to understand.
It's simple and easy.
Right. It's simple, easy marketing.
Yeah, but just because you own the domain name does not mean you own the brand. I'm going to let people know that. They don't know that. In this live streaming world, the .live domain names came out. I bought Gillette.live and I thought, man, I can go after just building a thing on the name Gillette. The Gillette Corporation came after me like you would not believe because the name Gillette is trademarked. I can use the name Tim Gillette and they can't touch me. The name Gillette I cannot use. And I'm like, that's where I learned trademarks. And one of my mastermind members, 8 years ago or so, he was the trademark and patent attorney for Shark Tank. And he told me, you're going to run into problems with that if you try that. And I didn't listen to him when I tried it. Sure enough, he was right.
Wow. Okay. So this was worth the price of admission today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
And I think I've learned that back, as long as you're using your own name, nobody can
Yeah,
do anything.
you can use your own full name. I would never buy a domain name that said Gillette anything. Tim Gillette, yes. Like my company is now called Tim Gillette Media. But Tim Gillette, yes. I would never call it Gillette Media because of that trademarking issue. Most people don't understand trademarking issues just because you can buy the domain name. And I before we got Simple Easy, we were going to go after Stupid Easy Marketing. And someone actually trademarked the name Stupid Easy in the marketing department. And they hit me with cease and desist. And that he's a great guy out of Los Angeles. And I talk to him all the time now, but it was, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got to go out there and find things out there. I don't own the domain name simpleeasymarketing.com because they want like $5,000 for it. And I'm like, no, I'm going to wait till somebody else pays the $5,000. Then I'm going to hit them with a cease and desist.
Right. David Simon says, what happened?
With which one?
What I guess he was asking David
with the Gillette one. I got Gillette shut me down with Stupid Easy. He sent me a cease and desist, to which I was like, because I didn't know he had it, and I reached out to him and I said, man, I am sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And I had a couple domain names. I literally did not renew them. I let them burn. I let them go out. Changed the names of my groups like immediately. Got everything off of that name and wrote them. And I said, I'm sorry, I did not. I did not mean to tread on something you spent years building. I did not know you own that trademark, and I am doing everything to back tread out of it so no one knows that I've even tried it. And like we started writing back and forth on Facebook Messenger, and became friends. We're Facebook friends now and everything because of this, and totally different things. But yeah.
Yeah,
did the Gillette company put a cease and desist order on you? The Gillette company not only put a cease and desist, they sent the lawyers knocking. All right, Gillette company, you know what I mean, a corporation, Procter & Gamble actually owns Gillette, and don't mess with Procter & Gamble. They have bigger lawyers, more money to sue you than you ever want to know. Yeah, they didn't hit with.
We had a local
they hit with lawsuit.
Yeah.
We had a local burger joint here in Durham that McDonald's went after because they had a burger joint and it was called McDonald's.
Yeah.
But that was their real name. So they left them alone because it's just a one-off dinky little, actually they retired a couple of years ago, and they allowed them to keep it because it was just a one-off little storefront burger joint. And
the original McDonald's, if you remember, if you know the story, the original McDonald's, the McDonald brothers founded it. And when they sold the corporation to whatever, Ray Kroc, he came back and shut their name down because they were no longer part of it. And it's like their original store. They had to change the name on it.
Excuse me.
Wow. Right.
I mean, some people are cruel with it. And I'm not cruel. All right. I actually had a saying that I was using that someone in the live stream space uses it, and to the point where he had stickers on it. I met him at an event, and it's not trademarked. And I could have very easily trademarked it. I mean, I had everything. The lawyer said, I can get this through for you in less than 18 months. But I would be a snake to this guy who really, it was part of his speech. And and I talked to my trademark guy, and I says, I can do it. He says, you can do it, but that's a dirtbag move. Don't be a dirtbag to people,
Right.
And so I just like, okay. So, yeah. What's that? Did a trademark attorney of yours tell you not to pursue the dark live?
Nobody wants to go against
the dot live. I believe dot live.
My original, he was original mastermind member of mine. He originally told me don't do it. He says you're putting up a sign. You're once you stick your head above to make yourself noticed, that's when they start coming after you. And that's where I eventually just let it lapse. I never renewed it, and I did not advertise anything with it. And I just immediately, when that happens, I redirect the domain name. So immediately I went in and redirected the domain name to something else. So they basically can't do anything with it until the domain name expires. So,
wow.
But I mean, trademark. I am not a trademark attorney. Do not take my trademark advice. We personally use a company called Trademark Factory. They're out of Canada. Andre Minkoff, he's been on my podcast. He's been on my stages. He's spoken on my blog and VideoCon stage twice now, I think. And he's a great friend of mine. They got me my trademark on Simple Easy Marketing, to the point that if you're going to get a trademark, he's the only guy I would go with, because he will tell you, they will do as soon as you tell them you pay whatever the fee is, they do the research and they come back and tell you within 48 hours, this is the likelihood of you getting it. In my case, he said there's a 60% chance we can get you Simple Easy Marketing. If we don't get it, that means we're going to give you 60% of your money back.
Oh,
that's why I went with them, as opposed to my trademark attorney or friend. The reason he's not in my mastermind anymore is because he charged by the hour. Oh yeah, this doesn't work. Let's have a talk to talk about how to fix this. Okay, here's your bill for that talk. Yeah, I'm not.
Thank you. This was really good. This is some good information. I hope you all took some notes. Trademark Factory, we just looked them up on Google, or
I Google them, all right, or connect with me personally. I'll connect you to Andre personally. So I mean, he's a good guy. Who up there said, Maureen said you'd love to find more about me. Go to my website, timgillette.com, or Simple Easy Events, Maureen. You can find everything you need to know about who I am and what I do. My name is, if you Google my name, trust me, I've got all the domain names that pull me up. There is 7 other Tim Gillettes but I own the main frame. So,
right, timgillette.com. Yes, this is good information. Thank you, Tim.
You bet. I didn't know I was coming in to teach, but I guess everywhere I go, I teach some.
You see, because you have such wisdom, and it just pours out of you.
Yeah. So.
Appreciate your time too. All of you heard what he said, timgillette.com. I would highly suggest that you reach out to him, especially if you need to deal with your trademark situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the t-shirt you're wearing, Fran?
Oh, that's Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got to promote yourself though.
I do. Just not today.
I got to go, guys. I got another call coming up. So I will talk to you later, and see you, Tim.
See you Wednesday, girl.
Thank you, Luana. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right. Over in the house, Bobby, did you want to have some words? Bobby Shadow over on Clubhouse.
Oh, I just wanted to say hello to everyone. And I'm just hanging out on Clubhouse, and also Twitter Spaces is really cool. And then my home base is haps.tv.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Have you, now remind me, were you ever on Blab? Because I saw you on a lot of other stuff, Meerkat and some other stuff. I thought he was on Blab.
Yeah,
I remember him on Blab.
Yeah.
I remember Bobby.
The gang, is the band coming back together? The band's coming back together on Clubhouse.
We're getting the band back together.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, so make sure that everyone is refreshing their Twitter page. Make sure that you're following me on Twitter so you can connect on Twitter Spaces. So my name on Twitter is Shadow3413, and we can talk about like haps.tv, Facebook, and all the other good stuff of hanging out and touching bases and keeping up with each other.
Cool. How are you liking Twitter Spaces?
I love it. I get the chance to talk to very famous people, like Robert Scroble's on there all the time, and all the Twitter Spaces staff, which is all the Periscope staff. They're actually building Twitter Spaces, so it's kind of fun to get involved with the development of a new, voice-to-voice platform like Clubhouse.
Very nice. Now, I got a question for you. This has got something to do with Twitter. So is Twitter, since Periscope is going away, is it going to just be Twitter Live? Or how does that work?
So Twitter Live looks just like Periscope. So it still has the hearts and everything. So, when I stream to Twitter from haps.tv, because you can multi-stream from their Switcher Studio on your, it's web-based. It looks just like Periscope, and that archive people can watch right from their browsers on Twitter. My live haps.tv, and then Twitter Spaces is just like Clubhouse. So yeah, it's going to be like Twitter Live. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it's maintaining everything. So now I believe Haps and StreamYard have connected. Yes.
I'm not sure on that.
I'm thinking there somebody is connected up to StreamYard. Pat, do you know who that is? I think it's Haps TV.
What about Haps TV?
Isn't it connected to who is it? StreamYard?
No, they're not connected at all. But you can, when you're on hapstv.tv, you can broadcast to different places like Facebook.
Yeah, but I thought StreamYard.
They're not connected at all. No.
Somebody bought StreamYard.
Oh,
I thought it was
merged or were bought by an events. What is it called?
Anyway.
Thank you. Hop in.
Hop in. Okay. It was. No, it was an H. I just couldn't remember which one.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, David. David wanted to say something.
I like Air Meet. I like the Air Meet app, which is a events app. It's really cool.
Say hello.
Hi, David.
Yeah. StreamYard was bought by Hopin.
Hopin. Okay, I knew it was somebody with an H, so I appreciate that. David, what are you up to?
We are in the live streaming, video software, and equipment development business.
Okay. All right.
So we do a lot of live streaming video and software and equipment development for large corporations. And we're in the process, so we've been doing for the last few years. And we're in the process of rolling out some of our own retail products for the general public.
Oh, cool.
General business, consuming, content creating public.
Okay, cool. So we'll be following you as well on Facebook and over here on Clubhouse.
My profiles aren't as developed as I would like them to be because I've been so busy. But anyway, and is Mr. Gillette still on the?
No, he had to jump off. But you can reach me at timgillette.com.
Yeah. No. I was just curious. We were talking about because I was on both Facebook and Clubhouse for a little while, and I topped over to Facebook, the Facebook group. Live you guys are doing, and I'm really surprised that his attorney, talking about trademarks for a second, to digress for a second, I'm really surprised his trademark attorney told him to not keep his Gillette.live domain name, given that his last name is Gillette. Now, see, I couldn't, because we have like 3 different trademark attorneys that work for us.
Right.
And like I would be totally 100% in the wrong if I registered Gillette.live and used it for whatever. But his last name is Gillette. So he has valid presence in using that. You or Bobby or whoever else has no standing in using the word Gillette. He has the standing in using the word Gillette because that's his last name.
I'm thinking it's because Gillette or Procter and Gamble are more more aggressive. Because you heard me say that the McDonald's burger joint was able to keep their name because McDonald's didn't pursue them.
Yeah, but McDonald's just didn't pursue it.
They were nicer about it.
Right, and I understand Procter and Gamble will probably pursue it because Tim is trying to grow a larger audience.
No, that is true. Now, if Tim Gillette was trying to sell razor blades, then all bets are off, of course.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But of course, Tim Gillette wasn't. Of course, it's all his own personal preference of what he wants to do, and does he want to go into a battle or potential battle or whatever else. If it was me, I wouldn't do it. If I had that domain name and I was going to use it, and my last name was Gillette, I wouldn't, even if it was PNG, I wouldn't back down for 1 nanosecond.
Yeah.
If my name was Gillette.
Yeah, and I can see where the problem would come if you didn't put Tim on the front of that. Yeah.
It's all a matter of what you want to fight your battles.
And some battles, is it worth putting up all of that with them?
Yeah. So, who knows?
All right. Well, thank you.
And then, of course, I'm a lawyer. I just play one on TV, and just my opinion, mind you. So it's not worth too much.
No, yeah, but actually, it was a good point. What battle do you want to fight? Do you want to use it that bad enough to fight, whatever? And it's still a choice.
True, and to be frank, is without sounding crass, but it depends who the company, in this case P&G or McDonald's you were talking about, pardon my French, it depends how big of assholes they are.
Right. And
I mean, seriously, it boils right down to it.
Right.
Now, you or me or Bobby or anybody else who wanted to use that word for anything or razor blades would be 100% in the wrong because we don't have standing at all.
Right.
But he has standing because that's his legitimate legal last name.
Right.
But again, it's opinion.
It is, and we appreciate it.
Right. So anyway,
thank you. Appreciate
you.
No problem. Appreciate you dropping in the clubhouse with us, and
Fran, I just opened Twitter because I still wish, although Periscope is long gone now, there's still no live streaming app, as far as I know, where you can search by country, by location, to see where the live streams are. That was the best part of Periscope. And I just opened Twitter to see if they adopted, since Bobby said it looks just like Periscope. It doesn't. I really wish that they had that map feature that Periscope had, because sometimes I'm just like, let's see what's happening in Brazil,
Right. Now, did you find us over there live? Because we are.
No, I just opened Twitter just to see if they had adopted.
Okay, so I can't touch anything on my end right now. I got too many windows open, but can you see if we are on Twitter over there? Because we should be live right now on Twitter.
Okay, I'll look for you. I guess this is up to the minute news that Bill and Melinda Gates announced their upcoming divorce. So that's in the news on Twitter. And let me look for.
We got Donna Zeifinger all the way from Maryland in the house too. So just Donna, I'm gonna. Do you want to tell us what you got going on in the world of vegan travel while Pat is looking that up?
Okay, so I just saw First Mondays. Then it says this broadcast is not available. What the heck?
And why would we not be available and we're live? See, that's my thing right there. I got to go check into that and see why we're not live. Hey, Donna, how are you doing?
Oh, now I went away and came back, and it's available now.
Okay, go ahead, Donna. What do you got going on in the world? In the travel season is coming up. So how are things in travel and veganism?
Travel's picking up again, which is good. And I rebooked all my clients that canceled last year and booked this year, and had to rebook for next year or this year. It's going good. Crazy, yeah.
But
there's some cruises that. What's that?
That's good, because before it was slow, and now you're almost doubling things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to catch up from last year, obviously, but people are, looking at going somewhere. It's mostly domestic. Not many people are going to Europe right now. But that looks to be opening up this summer. And I am doing a cruise in December with a small group of people.
Yay! Congrats.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had that book last year as well, and that canceled, and so we booked it for this year. Hi, Janine. She's one of my buddies here. You should invite her up. She's good. She's good people.
Hey, Janine. So the travel are a lot of people traveling, or is this strictly vegan travel? I know because you're.
Well, I have both. You know, I got to keep afloat with everything. So
yeah.
Right now it's a mix of everything.
Okay.
But you know, it's getting better. I think. You know, I as long as we go in this path and don't fall back, you know, we'll be okay. You know, it's just I worry a little bit like places like India.
Right.
But I can't worry until it comes. Apparently, there has been a few of the Indian variants that have come here, so let's hope that it just is very contained and not a problem.
Yes. So you said there was a lot of domestic travel. Where are people going domestically? Are they kind of, or is it from like people from California going somewhere back east, vice versa? What are you seeing?
Well, I'm seeing people from east going to places like the national parks. You know, I've got a family that wants to go to Colorado and they want to spend some time out there. A lot of Hawaii. Getting a lot of Hawaii. What I was thinking about today is I think that's interesting that people want to do Hawaii, but they don't. But I'm not getting a lot of Puerto Rico or Virgin Islands, which I would think would be, you know, a big deal, you know, more exotic without going out of the country. So I have some people going to St. Lucia next month, or the end of this month, actually. I had some people going to I had a family that went to Costa Rica last month. They really loved it, you know. So yeah.
That's good. I'm glad the travel industry is picking up. Janine, hello. How are you?
Good evening, everyone. I'm well. How are you? How are you all?
We're doing really well. This is BizChicks. We do First Monday events every first Monday, and where you get to come on and talk to us about what it is that you do, how you do it, just so we can get to know you. And that's what we do. So how are you? Or what do you do? Tell us.
I am a travel agent. I specialize in Caribbean and the Central America and a little bit of South America. Right now, I'm going to revamp. I think I'm going to go back to where I once began. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to revert back. I am going to develop itineraries for me, and then I will invite others to come along with me. So that's what I'm going to do from now on, because it'll give me time to manage other priorities in my life.
Okay.
So I'm no longer going to do private itineraries.
Okay. And now I know if you hang out with Donna, she will always keep you on the right path.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. He's very knowledgeable, very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And
Janine's going to be a vegan someday soon.
You know what? Monday, I went meatless.
Woo!
You did it. You did the meatless Monday, like I said.
Yeah, I did the meat.
That's great.
Yeah. So we're going to see what tomorrow brings, but at least Monday today, I did meatless. But as far as traveling, I did get, and I am getting people interested in going to places such as Florida, Louisiana, Mexico, Jamaica, St. Martin, Aruba, Curacao, and Costa Rica. So I have about 30 clients right now in 2 groups.
Right.
So it's picking up. It's picking up.
All right. I don't know how you can reach me unless I can look at your bio. My mom travels a lot. I'm talking a lot. And you know, there's the train that goes through the Alps, I think it is, whatever the James Bond movie is when they rode the train through the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to do that. I'm
wow.
I was like, okay, not sure if I want to do all of that.
Yeah, I have other travel agents that specialize in Europe that can help her.
Yeah.
I'm really particular with my niche. I don't really go beyond it.
Oh, I understand. That's why you and Donna are on here.
Yeah, it's so much to know, and things are changing so quickly. You have to contain yourself because you just can't be an expert on everything.
Right. And and that's why Donna, if you reach out to Terralina, she's not on right now, but if you reach out to Terralina, she has this apparatus where you can wear it on your neck, and it actually purifies the air, your air, like on a plane or train or what have you. So y'all should talk to her because
very interesting.
Very. And I was like, wow, it's an air purifier, but it's something built by NASA. The technology is what NASA used. So please talk to her. And Donna, you know how to reach her.
Yeah, I know how to reach her. Do you know about the? I haven't used it in a while. I have a machine that also uses ultraviolet rays to sanitize your phones and keys and stuff.
Yeah, this device will sanitize a house. Okay, so the one for the house will sanitize your surfaces and the air in a house for 3,000 square foot house. If I said that correctly, sits on a countertop. Then there's this Terralina. Terralina Austin. Just find her and she'll.
No, I know. Where is she right now?
Oh, she had an appointment that she had to handle.
Okay.
That's why
we forgive her.
Yes. And then one of the products they have is one that you can wear like a necklace pendant so that your own personal air is handled.
That's interesting.
Hey, Fran, I'm going to watch from the audience, okay?
They allow you to use it because I know they do want you to wear a mask, but they don't want you to wear a mask that has that vent.
No, this is, you still wear your mask, but this also is something you wear on. It's like a pendant on your body.
It's not a mask. I think I've seen those. It's a little piece of machinery that you use.
Right. So you have to talk to her because I have no clue about that.
Okay.
I just know that they have it available. And I thought, okay, so if somebody wanted to travel and were concerned, there was a fix. So this is about all our time for today. I want to thank everybody for joining in with this first Monday. Carrie, if you're still here, thank you. Dr. Tachi and Pat was on, and Tim Gillette was on. And we got Donna, Janine, and Bobby, and David over in Clubhouse, and Mark Ward. Everybody, thank you so much for all your time and attention today. And we always want you to go to the front of your own line. And we will be back next first Monday, 4:00 p.m. on Pacific time. Every first Monday, we're right here, so you can tell us what you got going on. And we follow one another. That is the whole reason for this networking event. Let's see, today is Monday. Tuesday, TJ will be doing Terry Johnson Online. We'll be online at BizChicks.live. We will be talking social media and digital marketing if you need help with that. Wednesday, we talk money. Thursday, it's all about happy, healthy habits with Robin Shimizu. And on Friday, we talk tech in very simple terms. So come back, join us right here at BizChicks.live. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Thank you over on Clubhouse.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. We'll talk to you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll talk to you again soon.